Hello everybody, welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about the three tropical systems that are currently in the Gulf of Mexico and also in the Pacific. We have a lot to talk about today, so let's get right into it. First, let's just hop onto the National Weather Service real quick. We have some fire danger over here. We have heat advisories here, and then we have air quality alerts just scattered across the U.S. anywhere from Oregon to Arizona and then into the Carolinas and New Jersey. So now let's get into now we're just going to quickly go over, this is Tropical Storm ERICK. We're just going to quickly go over both Tropical Storm ERICK and Invest 7L since we did talk about it yesterday. If you want to check that out, it is on my channel. So here we have the visible satellite. We see this little curvature over here, so that shows that it's a well-defined low pressure. So that shows that it's a bit stronger of a system than most hurricanes. And then we have the model guidance. So some models have it going up north of Hawaii, but most have it going south of Hawaii over here. So ERICK luckily won't be making a direct impact onto Hawaii. A couple of days ago we would have said that it was making a direct impact, but currently it's not looking like it will. And it should be hitting, if it does hit Hawaii, it would hit Hawaii around the Thursday, Friday time frame, if you're wondering. So, Friday, Saturday time frame. So, and it would hit as a tropical storm, if anything else. This is the little cone timing it out. So here, just take a brief look at this. You can pause the video if you want, but I'm gonna move on right now to invest. Oh no, this is the model intensity for this. So we have category 3 and category 2 likely or possible, and then we have category 1 likely. So we could even get a intense category 3. So yesterday I think we had one that was going for category 4, but not anymore. Luckily, we don't have a category 4 now. So let's go. This is Invest 7L. So this is the visible satellite. Again, we see that little curvature over here, and it's kind of like a comma, an upside down comma. So it does show that it's a well-defined low. That's what this curvature is showing. We can't predict where it's going to hit in Hawaii. The models go at max to 168 hours out. So here's what the models are looking like. This one invests, now it's actually called Tropical Storm FLOSSIE. So it's a tropical storm now, and Tropical Storm FLOSSIE could make a direct impact on Hawaii if you look at where the models are going, and then you kind of imagine where it would keep on going if it could. It looks like it might hit Hawaii. And this one is looking like a more intense storm because we have more models showing a category 3 and a category 2, and almost all of the models showing a category 1. So that is very important for us to know that we could get a category 1 to 3 hurricane. That could be very intense. Now we have Invest 95L, which is over the U.S. Virgin Islands right now. This storm won't be as intense. The National Weather Service is only giving it a 20% chance of development, and if it does develop, it will go from Puerto Rico, and it'll go all the way to southern Florida, and it could bring rainfall up to 3 to 5 inches, anywhere from Florida to Puerto Rico. Here's the model tracks for now. We only have about, 7 models right now, and they're kind of all over the place since we're so far out. So we have one model going all the way down here, and then one model going all the way over here. So if you kind of find the middle part, it would be somewhere around here. That's the forecasted track. Of course, this could change. We are very far out. And here's also the model intensity guidance. So most of them, two of them, actually 4 of, like 3 of them don't have it making tropical storm status, but most of them do, and one actually has it hitting a low category 1 storm status. So we do have to keep our eye on that one. Only a 20% chance of development as at this moment, but we still have that chance. So, oh, this is the wrong storm. No, yeah. So here I'm just gonna go through the European model, what it's thinking. This is going out 10 days. So you see this is Tuesday right now. You see it forming in the Caribbean right now, and as we keep on moving on, now we're Friday. We do see some moisture, but it's not really a well-defined low yet. There's no. This is where the low pressure is right now. So this could be going up to here, but we don't have a really well-defined low pressure. So that is why we're only giving it a 20% chance of development, because we have very little uncertainty about where it's gonna go, if it even is gonna hit anywhere like Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, or even Florida. So that's why we're only giving it a 20% chance of development, and also it's not a well-defined low, so it doesn't even look like it could become a tropical storm. Right now we're gonna go over the U.S. forecast real quick for the next couple of days. So today we're dealing with some showers across the eastern United States, from Indiana, Missouri, Arkansas, into Oklahoma, and Texas, in Michigan, areas like that. And then we have some showers over the northeast. Nothing significant except for this low pressure right over here that was producing very heavy rains for the Minnesota, Wisconsin area. So you guys did get about 3 inches of rain from that storm. That was a lot of rain in a little amount of time. As you see, we see this low pressure bringing with it a front. Behind the front, we have cooler air, and then in front of it, we have warm, hot air. And then to separate the cold and warm, we have some showers. So you can see this little low pressure cold front with where the precipitation is setting up. So this is over Tuesday. We're having showers across much of the eastern United States, and as we keep on moving on, it kind of breaks off but then restabilizes, and on Thursday we're getting showers for the northeast and for the southwest, even into the southeast. But those do taper off very quickly. And then we see this another low pressure. All these low pressures come from the southern Bay of California, and they're moving up, and then they go into Wisconsin and Minnesota, and then with them they bring a cold front. So and then the eastern United States gets hit with that cold front, and then they get rain from it. It keeps on happening. It's like it never ends. You guys in Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Wisconsin haven't seen a break over the past couple of days. On Friday, we are seeing another low pressure over here, over the Nebraska, South Dakota area, that's gonna form, and it's gonna go southward, and then just like taper off. The low pressure that was over here, I don't know what happened in the atmosphere, but according to the European model, it went straight down and then tapered off. So it was a really weak low pressure, but it was a low pressure nonetheless. And then we see this really warm one. I mean, warm. I mean, this really strong low pressure that formed up here, and now it's heading to the southeast with very heavy rainfall rates. We're gonna have to watch that one out, but that is Wednesday of next week, so it's very far away. And then also Wednesday of next week, we can see. Oops. That was an accident. We see the low pressure from the potential Invest 95L that could be moving, and it will move like that, just into Florida, South Carolina, and Georgia. So we're gonna keep our eye on that. And finally, we're just gonna end off with the temperatures. So Monday, temperatures in the 90s for much of the country. As that cold front moves across the eastern United States, we have temperatures anywhere from 70 to 80 to 90 degrees in the south. And for much of the western or southwest, we have temperatures from 95 to 100 degrees on Wednesday. As we keep on moving, we do have another front that moves in, and that's why we see warm air suppressed to the eastern coast. with temperatures 80s to 90 degrees. That's on Wednesday, by the way. Then on Thursday, we kind of heat up again, 85 degrees for much of the east, hundreds for the southwest. And then as we keep on going, this is August 3rd, Saturday, August 3rd. It's a rinse and repeat pattern, as I like to say. We have warm temperatures for Texas and also for the southwest. And then we have fairly like warm temperatures that are in the 70s and 80s across much of the eastern United States as well as the northwest. Sunday is cooler than average. It's going to be a nice day on Sunday. Temperatures in the 70s and 80s for much of the east, but for the west, we really have a warm up. Warm temperatures making it all the way into Washington State and Idaho. So this area, it has temperatures above 90 degrees. That's very warm, and make sure to stay hydrated if you do live in that area. But after this point, that's after the 7-day forecast range, we start to get a little less consistent. So that's where I'm going to end it. Thank you guys for watching. That was me. Goodbye.